Hummingbird mom raises two. There she is on July 7th, sitting on her eggs. This is a female ruby throat, and here's the approximate size of her eggs. These are jelly bellies I borrowed from my wife. Don't tell her. And here she is again on July 13th in the afternoon, continuing to incubate. She can only leave briefly. She's got to keep those eggs warm for about 5 or 10 minutes. Now you're looking at my cobbled together rig, iPhone and so forth, to get these videos. Oh, and here she is again, sitting faithfully, trying to get those eggs to hatch. Got to keep them warm. But she's also got to eat. She can only leave the nest for very brief, short periods of time. 5, 7 minutes, something like that. Come on, Mom. Yeah, gotta go feed. This is July 14th, day they hatched. Here she is for one of her earliest feedings. And if you look close, you'll see these birds are tiny. The mom is only 3.5 inches, but look, you can barely see the bills on these newly hatched chicks, and they're blind and they're naked. And she's going to have to keep them warm yet. So she's going to have to sit on them. But what she's doing now is feeding them, getting them early on their meals. Look how she has to reel her tongue in. You wonder what happened that tongue got pulled out that far. You notice one is feeding more than the other one. Probably the one that hatched first, no doubt. And here we are, July 19th, and if you look close, you'll see these chicks are much bigger. They've approximately doubled in size. So you can see the head well above the nest, stretching up for the food for Mom. And you want to know, what does Mom feed those new babies? We know that hummingbirds like to get nectar from flowers or hummingbird feeder, but for the babies, they've got to have protein, and that is regurgitated insects, regurgitated bug juice. Now the mamas, the adults do eat bugs too. They need some protein. But for the babies, they really need that protein because they've got to grow fast. Now I don't know what's happened to my video. Oh, there she is. She's feeding again. She's not done yet. This is a long feeding. They're hungrier now. Now she's feeding the other one. And she's got to feed for herself. She's got to feed, eat and feed for 3, basically. And a hummingbird needs 1/3 to 1/2 in their body weight each day. And there's that bigger one again, shaking its head, holding it up there. Of course, it's wobbly. Come on, Mom, bring the bug juice. There we go. She's done. Now she's going to warm them up, because again, she's got to keep them warm. And here we are, July 23rd, another growth spurt. For Edna, I've decided to name them Edna and Albert. The female on the hummingbird is a little bigger than the male. Of course, I have no real idea that one is a male and one is a female, but one is definitely bigger than the other one. And notice their bills. Their bills are just starting to grow more pointy. Of course, you couldn't have long bills like that inside the eggs. That would take up way too much room. There she go. She's gonna check the nest out a bit. Oh, and she's going to go feed again. Oh, there goes a neighbor. I want to show you this one perspective. That neighbor walked by is 20 feet below the limb. The limb right in the middle where the nest is. You'll have trouble seeing the nest on that limb. But I wanted to give you a perspective of what they're doing. Now here's more wind, but it will you'll be able to see the nest in the middle of the frame. There it is. You can see it. See how tiny that is? I mean, how big are silver maple leaves? And that's a silver maple tree and a limb that's on. But see how that limb is rocking and rolling. Now we're at July 24th, and notice the bills are still relatively short. Edna and Albert cry, "Mom, Mom." Yeah, feed us. Come on. More bug juice. More regurgitated bug. It's working. We're getting bigger. Keep it up. Of course, they're called hummingbirds because the wings move so fast they make a humming sound. Now we see Mom sitting down on the babes. But notice she's no longer real comfortable on that nest. And that's because the babes have grown so large. So she's moving around a bit, trying to settle in. And it's almost like the kids, Edna and Albert, are saying, "Come on, Mom, get off our backs. We're not babies anymore. Come on, Mom. Come on, come on. It's getting hot down here. Why don't you go out and get some more bugs?" Come on, Mom, you're not paying attention. All right, all right, all right. What next? We'll see. Where are those bugs? Now here we are on July 25th, and Edna, is lifting her butt above the nest. Everything that eats has got to poop. Go to the bathroom. There we go, Edna. Way to go. Now, doesn't that feel better? Now you got room for more regurgitated bugs. Yum, yum. Oh, and there's Mom. Yeah, ready to feed again. Way to go, Mom. You notice the bills are more elongated, and look how much bigger those birds are. Those chicks. Mom is doing well. The babes are doing well. You notice the leaf is all. It's frustrating trying to get this. There's always seemed to be a leaf in the way of getting good shots, or at least frequently there was. But our chicks are doing well. Edna and Albert are coming along well. But look, notice too where the nest sits, and that's a very thin limb. And she really had to paste that down with some stickum of some sort to keep it on that limb, as you saw when the wind blows. It's got to stick to that limb. Those have to be good nests. And the sides and the nest are made with like dandelion down that's all stuck together with spider web. She went and picked that up. It took her 6 to 10 days to make that nest. You notice now again the bills are elongated more. Babies are tending to fill the nest with their own bodies such that their heads and bills stick up. And still there's a leaf in the way, but you can see today's pretty calm. There's no wind blowing it around. And I don't know what she does when she taps that leaf. She does that every once in a while. Now look at her trying to sit down there. Notice the heads on the chicks. How big they are. They really don't need to be warmed that much at this point. They've got their feathers, and 2 is the ideal number for hummingbird chicks because they tend to keep each other warm. But they're pretty satiated. They're full of food. Oh, now we've got wing exercise. Vigorous wing exercise. Yeah, Edna's working her wings. This is July 29th. Look how crowded they are in that nest. Now the sides of the nest are formed by the mother by pressing her neck against her chest. And it's flexible because of those spider web filaments that she uses. Now, what we got going now? Yes, you can do it. Yeah. Maybe not, maybe. But you notice it's getting crowded for them. They're getting more and more uncomfortable. Yep, more wing exercise. Yeah, you got to get those wings exercised. Something like 30 to 40% of the muscles in the pectoral muscles to operate those wings. Look how fast even the baby there, Edna, is working her wings. And here we go. We got more vigorous wing exercise. In this nest, you can see she's on the edge of the nest part of the time. This nest just isn't big enough for the both of them anymore. It's getting very tight. And of course, this is July 30th. And we know they were hatched on the 14th. And here's perspective from the ground. I stuck my camera on a mini pod, which I strapped to a 20-foot painter's pole, which is extendable. And you can see them up there. And this will give you a perspective of how high they are. And the highest floor is where we're at, my wife and I. So the window on the highest level and the deck is where I've been taking videos from most of the time. But I had to guess as to where I was at lined up. And this was about my 3rd or 4th attempt at trying to get something from ground level. And here you see them blowing around and moving around, but they're both filling that nest. You can see their head above. You can see their tails sticking out now. These are birds getting ready to fly. Here we are on August 2nd. This is a cloudy day, so you got different lighting, but you can see how they're wiggling around and moving around. They're really, really getting crowded in there. One of them saying, "Oh, yep, here we are. We got to preen feathers. We got to get those flight feathers ready. We got to get those feathers ready for flight, man." Yeah, they're still sitting there, but you can see that nest is full with both those birds in there. And Edna's moving around a lot. She's really getting antsy. It's like, I don't know. Look at the bills. Notice how the bills have changed on these young ones. Now, isn't that something? August 2nd, gotta go, come on, you can do it, yes. Always feels better. Well, this is still August 2nd, but it's in the evening, and only Albert is left here. Edna has flown the nest. Look how big Albert is. Yeah, he's not long till he follows her. And remember the size here. I mean, this is all blown up. mom is only 3 to 3.5 inches. Oh man, there's Albert. Late afternoon. What's he gonna do? Oh, this is the 3rd. This is August 3rd. He's still in the nest. But not for long. Came home in the evening, around 7 o'clock or so, and the nest was empty. Mom successfully raised both.